Hi there, I'm Buddha and you're watching Dr. Guitar, a show for all you guitarists out there. Today's episode is about rotary speakers. What is a rotary speaker? Well, as the name says, it's a speaker that rotates. And it is most famous when used with organs, Hammond organs, and the most famous brand is a Leslie. I don't have a Leslie, I have a SISME, which is an Italian rotary speaker, but I use it all the time. In the studio, of course, because as you can see, it's a very big machine. It's a fridge, almost. The tone, you probably have listened to the rotary a lot of times, although you don't know it is a rotary. For example, the intro of Black Hole Sun from Soundgarden. The intro is a Leslie speaker. So this intro is a Leslie, and there's really a lot. Hendrix used Leslie in the slow speed. A lot of people use a Leslie. Peter Frampton, the Beatles, Zeppelin, you name it. It's a lot of pedals tried to mimic the Leslie sound because it's a huge amp to bring on stage, and it's usually just for that special effect. So the chorus pedal is kind of trying to emulate the Leslie, the phaser, the Univibe. There's a lot of pedals that try to use it. You can test it with your phone. If you play something in your phone speaker, and you rotate it, you will listen to it. It's kind of based on the Doppler effect, where the sound moves away from your ear, so you get different phases of the sound, and it has a pitch variation. But the Leslie has a unique flavor to it. It rotates, which creates a super three-dimensional sound. Let me just take you for some examples. Leslie off. Now it has two speeds, the Leslie, a slow speed and a fast speed. The slow speed enables you to get a moving sound. It's kind of a chorus, but it's really liquid. The second speed is a lot more obvious because it's so you listen to it a lot more. So take a listen. I'll play an intro for a Buddha Power Blues song, Immigrant Song, where I used the slow speed. So you heard me playing with Leslie speeds. I have a foot switch that I can turn on the Leslie motors, and then I can choose from slow speed to fast speed. Since it is mechanic, it takes a while to get to the proper speed, and that's the beauty of it. You disengage or you slow the speed down, and it's rotating fast, so it needs a little time to start rotating like this. And then when you engage the fast speed, it needs a little time to get to the proper speed. And that's what makes it really organic and really beautiful. That's how organ players use it a lot. And in their playing, that's moving the changing the speed of the Leslie is really a huge deal on Hammond. I use the Leslie a lot on studio, not only for guitar. I use it for to reamp effects. For example, in a vocal, I can send my delay or my reverb to the Leslie, and then I record a stereo reverb or stereo delay, because it's moving and it's modulating the delay, which makes a really unique effect. I also use it to reamp my VST Hammond when I record some Hammonds with a plug-in version, with a software instrument, not a real Hammond. I then take it off Pro Tools and pass it through the Leslie and play with the Leslie speed. So it's I think I've used it in every record I've made so far. For myself and for other people's, the records I mix, I always end up using the Leslie on a vocal or on a strange thing or strange drum break or strange drum effect. I always use it somewhere. and live I use it too, but I use the Line 6 M series, the M5 or the M9 or the M13 to get the Leslie simulator. It's not the same thing, of course, but it's this size instead of a fridge. Let me show you the three sounds you can get out of it. So you have it stopped. You have it at slow volume. And you have it at fast speed. Now let's play with the speed of the Leslie. As you can hear, it makes this funny noise because it's spinning. So the horns on top are... I love it. Let's play with the speed so you can hear how it changes. I will play the same part and you can hear how it changes the tone and the vibe. you have, with this rotary, you have two ways of slowing it down. You can either stop it rotating and it will take a while to stop, or you can move it from fast to slow rotation. The second option, from fast to slow, it goes really quick into the slow speed. If you want it to come down slowly, so if you want the effect of wow 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 wow, it's better to stop the motors, so it will be on inertia, still spinning, and then you turn it on again. You'll learn it, and every rotary is different. Let me show you how it works with the reverb from the M5. So you have the reverb here, and listen what happens to the reverb when it's modulated by the Leslie, of course. It's really beautiful, and if you use it just for the effect, you'll get a stereo modulated effect. Other ways to play with it. Let me show you with a delay, with a very pronounced delay. So it's a great tool. It works great with drive. For example, if I put it a fuzz. I've used it in the last record, in the last Buddha Power Blues record, for example. There's a song called I Do the Walk While I Do the Talk, where I use the Leslie, this exact rotary. I also love to use the Leslie for a kind of an organ feel, so to play jazzier chords or jazzier blues chords. As for the way I mic the Leslie, it depends a lot, but I can mic it with 3 microphones, so 2 on top for the stereo thing and 1 on the bottom, because the Leslie works with 2 separate models. You have a treble volume and a bass volume, which is the treble volume is for the upper parts, for the highs, and the lows are only amplified in the bottom part. So you need to mic the drum on the bottom part and the upper part, the horns on the upper part. So you have 2 places where to mic. I mic it 3 ways, either with 3 mics as it is, 2 on top, 1 on the bottom, and then I blend it. If I want more I push the volume of the upper mics. If I want less, I push the bass. I will balance it. Or I can mic it with 2 mics, 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, or even simpler with 1 room mic, which is my favorite way to mic it. But I lose the stereo. If I mic it with 1 room mic, it sounds the more natural, but it sounds mono. But it's usually a great way to mix it, to blend it, because it doesn't occupy a lot of space. So I'll show you the same riff with the 3 miking techniques. Well, that's it. I hope this has been useful to you. If you like the channel, please subscribe it, share it with the world. We're reaching for the 600 subscribers. I'm really happy from hearing all your comments and all your suggestions. Please leave your comments below, and I'll see you next week.